Oh, McAllister. What a weird but funny dog you were. We may have another dog right now, but we will never forget you, McAllister. I'll say that it shocks me that you would have turned 25 years old just a couple weeks ago. As it turns out, though, you were probably one of the funniest dogs that has ever walked the face of the earth. There are so many stories that if I were to tell them all, the video would probably be 30 minutes long. I kid you not. That dog was such a character that it was laughable. Very, very laughable. That dog was such a character, it's laughable. You were a Westie. You know, what else should I expect from a breed with that level of energy and intelligence for dogs? It was not long after meeting my parents that you decided to pee on my dad's shoe. I kid you not. That dog, as a puppy, actually lifted his leg on my father's footwear. I cannot make this up. That is one way to show how bold you are. That along with your Snoopy-like proportions is what made you stand out from the other dogs. Luckily for us all, though, that was just the beginning. Soon after, my parents brought you home and you decided to make my father's footwear your own bed. Yes, if you were not peeing on it, you were sleeping in it. Weirdo. What a weirdo. And speaking about your Snoopy proportions, one day my parents caught you trying to take a nap while you were sitting up, but as you were falling asleep, your nose was so heavy for your neck that you actually did a nose plant right into the ground. And as soon as your nose hit that ground, your head perked right back up, like, oh, what happened there? Who put the ground there? What is super funny about this story is how you tried to pretend like nothing happened at all. The first time and you received your shots is now a story of mass entertainment. Yes, I do understand that you were in immense pain, much like the rest of us when we get our shots. Not one creature name it. Not one being in the animal kingdom likes being poked with a needle and having a foreign substance injected into their bodies, but you took it one step further. As a normal animal would just get up and walk off the pain of the shot or of the injection, but no, that's not what you did. Your legs actually became stiffer than a stick. On that day, you were not a dog. You were a statue that day. My parents actually had to pick you up and put you next to your water dish while you would drink, or put you next to your food so you could eat. They even have to pick you up and take you outside to use the bathroom. Your limbs may have been stiff, but your character was anything but. Or what about the time that you decided to jump off our friend's porch? That porch was about as tall as me, and I'm over 6 feet tall. You got that brilliant idea after watching my dad walk down the stairs from that porch onto the ground and to the spot he was standing. But for some reason, instead of deciding to take the stairs, you decided to jump off the porch, and when you landed, you were so shaken up that everybody thought that you may have broken something or may have died. Luckily, that was just your person. That was just you being you, and you walked it off. When my sister was born and she was brought home from the hospital, he wanted absolutely nothing to do with her, at all. You saw her as a detriment to your attention, to the amount of attention you received. When you first when you saw her for the first time, you had the look of, ugh, what is this and what is it doing in the house? Get it out of here. You resented the diversion and attention that you received when she was brought home from the hospital. Not only that, but you completely resented her presence until you figured out that she was able to play tug of war with you. And by tug of war, I mean she held on to one end of your toy while you dragged her across the room and she laughed. You two were the best of friends ever since, luckily. And then when I was brought home from the hospital 2 years later, you couldn't care any less, because you were already used to it. And then there's the story of when my sister came home from school one day, and as soon as she got home, she told a story to me, you, and my mom. Then when Mom asked you about what you thought about the story, I kid you not, that dog actually turned to face me and Mom, and he actually spoke the words. He actually spoke. He actually said the words, bow wow. Not even in a bark. Needless to say, that is definitely the strangest thing I've ever seen a dog do. Sometime around then, you saw our neighbor's cat walking through our backyard, just minding his own business. Like every dog, and you chased him. That is not the best part of the story. That is completely normal. Nor is it the best part of the story that you actually caught the cat. The funny part of the story is what you actually did when you caught the cat. What you did is you circled the cat twice. A while only you were circling the cat. He gave you this glare of, yeah. All right. Oh, you caught me? Me? Now what? So, you stopped circling the cat, And you sat there and stared at him like, I don't know. I never thought I'd get this far. Then you just let the cat walk away. Sadly, yeah, it was not too long after that he would just that he started showing symptoms of illness. You cannot stop vomiting for a couple months straight. And then one evening, my parents informed me and my sister that of your passing. Needless to say, that was a pretty sad night in our household. Not only did we lose a good friend, but we lost one of our family members that night. You were a great friend of mine and my sister's. And sadly, the kidney failure reigns supreme. While well, you're no longer with us. That's it. While you're not with us any longer, or you human. You McAllister, you gave us plenty of stories over your 10 years of life. But there were some stories that I did not tell in this video. So it would just be way too long to make and to edit. But every time we do tell one of your stories, the entire room bursts out laughing because you were just somehow that funny of a dog. All right, that's going to conclude today's story. But thank you all so much for watching. Hopefully you all enjoyed this crazy story of this very, very crazy dog. Yes, I do always bring up one of these stories. Yeah. So whenever I get the opportunity to, because they are always funny. Oh, this dog was so funny that I really want another Westie when I grow up. Alright, that'll be all. I will see you all later. Bye.